Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My nickname is Corn, and today I just thought I'd show you what I'm working on. It's definitely incomplete big time, but a lot of times I just come on and show you what I've already accomplished. But I thought, since I finished those 2 journals, I don't know if you all are like me. Anyway, I interrupted myself. I thought I'd just come on, say, hey, how are y'all doing? This is what I'm doing, I don't know if there is a hashtag for this or not, and I can't look it up right now because my computer's acting up. And so I thought I'd just come on, say hey, and show you what I'm working on. And also just to talk about this, when you all, or ask you guys too, if you all finish a big project or 2, do you then take a break or do you just go right into the next one? I need to do a lot of housework in between mine. It's not that I don't do it while I have a project going. It's just I don't do it as frequent. Let's put it that way. And I don't know about you all, but I've been doing like dusting and of course, cleaning bathrooms and all that stuff since I was young, pretty young. And even before teenage, I think like 12 or something like that. And I'll be honest with you, I don't enjoy it. It's not like, for the first, I don't know how many years, it wasn't that bad, and things looked nice, and I was happy with the accomplishments, stuff like that. But I've gotten to the point where I'm like, oh boy, this again. Now the bathrooms, no, that's just something, that's almost like getting up and brushing your hair. It's the same thing. It's something, we all do, and we do it so frequently, and that's no big deal. But, and laundry and all that stuff, but dusting, I've decided that even though I do it, and even while I'm doing it, I put on some really good music and stuff, but I'm still like, no. Do you all do that too, or are you all like, no, I love to dust? Or are you all kind of sick of it like I am? So anyway, I know that gnomes, they were so popular, and you could see and find them anywhere. And then it got to the point where, boop, that fad is gone. That's that. But there's a lot of people like me that love gnomes, and they don't have to be popular with anybody else because we like them. And I think a lot of you who've been here a while know that I make gnomes. But the ones that I made before, this one that I'm trying to accomplish is for me, it's very different, okay? So the first thing I'm doing, of course, this isn't different. This is a cone that you can get at Dollar Tree. And I had completely forgotten when you put hot glue on it, it melts, because this is in the floral section. I don't know if you all remember those. And, oh, I can't show you because I added this to the bottom. But anyway, I wanted to put some weights in the bottom. And in the floral section too, they had those little clear glass, I don't know what they are, to put like in a little garden or on top of your potted plant soil or what have you. And so I dug a little hole in the middle of it to put a couple of them in. And the hot glue, it hit me as soon as I saw, because it's been a while since I've worked with this. It just went all the way down. And a lot of people are saying, well, get out your glue gun and put it on cool, and not this one. I can go hunting for my other one. But anywho, so what I did was, I put one of those glass items in it. And then this is cardboard. As you see, thin cardboard that I've got here that I put on with Fabri-Tac. Okay. Now, I also put on the top here, this is just a 1-inch circle that fits perfectly on the top there. And I also put some cardstock here and here because I'm going to have to deal with arms and I wanted to reinforce this. And as you all probably already know, if you are going to have to curve your paper, you can do it with a bone folder. Handsome got me this one at Christmas time. Let's do this. You can do it, or you can do it with other objects as well. But if you have a bone folder, you can go like so, and it'll curve, say, right around and make it easier for you to glue down, which is what I did. And then this you all have seen me do before also. The little shoes. These shoes are from Dollar Tree in the baby section. Like if you're having a little party, a little baby shower. These aren't attached yet because I don't know how far down to put them because I don't want to cover them up with the dress that's going on this one. But I have the felt. This is really nice felt, actually. And they have weight in the bottom here. And then I have the trim. And with this trim, whenever you cut it, it unravels big time. And so what I did, especially with this mat, what I did, I got out my fray check and just really doused the ends big time with it, and was able to cut off the pieces that were fraying like crazy, and the other ones stay, as you see, they just stayed perfectly. So if you're wondering, I don't know what you all do. If you want to tell me what you do, that's cool too. And so that's how these guys are gonna be. Oh, and there's also weights in here, and then I like to fill them up because this sets on there, like you all know. Okay, so we've got our shoes, and the body is just a little bit weight in it, and that's that. We've got a hat, and this I got at Hobby Lobby at Christmas time. They do a lot of these cones in the, we can make these ourselves, but I got them on clearance, I think, or at least on sale. And yeah, it almost looks like paper mache with craft paper. But anyway, very, very sturdy. And that's going to go on her little head. And then here's her hands. And I know they look a little bit, this is the first time I've worked with oven baked clay, Eva. And let me show you, do y'all remember this? This is years ago, y'all, when I had this in a haul. Do you remember this? Let me see, am I in frame? Yeah. That I got at Ross. This was years ago, y'all. And I haven't seen anything like it since. For $4.99. I know. And I thought, uh-oh, this is old. And even though it says it won't dry out, the clay stays soft until you bake it. I was like, really? Because when I took it out, it was not soft by any means. But with, as you know, the more you work it, the better it gets. And it turned out fine. But I had to keep working it because, like I said, it's old. But did my hands. And and I did my hands this way. Now you're going to laugh. At first, I did them this way, which is what I normally do, like almost like little mitten type things that go on mine and have for several years. But I thought, if I'm going to do the face in clay, then I need the hands in clay. But with the sculpted clay, you can bake it, let it cool in the oven, so the temperature goes down, not rapidly. So they said there'll be cracks if you do that. Tried to get some lines in there and tried little fingernails, you know, at least little marks for fingernails. Boom. Anyway, so I thought they've got to go with, I've got to do clay with the hands because it's my head. Have I ever done this before? No. Have I ever worked with clay before? Yes. But we're talking, remember the clay items that I've done with my fake bakes and all that stuff. We're talking, I have cookie cutters and I'm rolling it out. I have molds to work with and all that stuff. Well, with this one, I was like, oh boy, I want to do something different. Do you all do that too? If you've been doing the same thing over and over, you're like, we need to mix it up some. So what I did was I took, you know how Dollar Tree, I don't know if they still do or not, again, in the floral section, how they sell different styrofoam balls. And I don't know if it's styrofoam or whatever that foam is. That's not styrofoam. It's something else. Anywho, so I took that and I rolled out my clay and I put it over it. And then I did my little, you know how you do your little circles and push them down. Then the nose and the little, she's got some pretty pouty lips there. And I haven't done this kind of clay work since, guess when? High school. Remember, I'm 70 soon. So it's like, whoa. But, and yes, her nose isn't perfect, but I like it that way because I know a lot of people whose nose isn't perfect, and I like them that way. So, but with her eyes, I'm not sure why I went to this extent, but after getting out my pencil and just marking out, and I want her eyeliner to be really pronounced and stuff. So anyway, she's going to be like so. Let's see, am I in front? Yeah. She's going to be like so on top of this. Okay, let's see. And did I already say that I went over this with gesso? I don't know if I already said that. That has gesso on it. Okay. And then her dress. So far, I've just got this going on. But you see what I'm saying with her shoes? You know? You see? So, anywho. So what, I know that I'm going to put it on like so. And then I'm going to have to gather it around the neck, but I'm not sure if I want lace here or there or whatever. So this I sewed on the machine, which you all know with my other gnomes. I sewed everything by hand. And that's how that's come out so far. I did also grab this. This is off of an old pillowcase. And I'm not touching old pillowcases with scissors unless they've got holes or they're thread, what is it, threadbare? Or I don't know how you say, where they're just worn out, where you just kind of touch them and a hole appears, you know, a rip. And that's the only reason I cut this. And I thought this might be cute, maybe with a ribbon up here and around her waist, especially, you know what I mean, on that. So, and then I was also thinking, okay, you know how you do, you go through your stash, you start pulling stuff. This, I just pulled it because I thought, oh my goodness, the colors are perfect. But I'm not sure what to do with it. Oh, because if I didn't already have the hand embroidered vintage, because that's very vintage, what I just showed you. Well, this is vintage too, probably. Is I would normally do like this and put this, half of it as almost like a little apron type cutie thing on her. But then I also think hat-wise, you know what I mean? I'm like, Then I'm like, nah, I don't think so. You know how you do. And so I grabbed that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. This is also some of that hand crocheted. Look at that. That came off of that pillowcase, which would match, of course, the embroidery that I just showed you. This crochet is on that as well. So I've got that over here just in case I want to do at the top of her sleeves. I forget what they're called. It's, back home we used to call it little caps, but that's not, but I'm sure that's not the real term. But anyway, I'm thinking about doing that maybe with these just at the top, you know what I mean? Or something like, you know, like so, where you gather this and you have this little cap and then the sleeve comes in. You can tell I don't know what I'm doing. The fun part is that I'm branching out. The not fun part is when you don't know what you're doing, it takes even longer. You know what I mean? Because it's guesswork. It really is. And I had to wait. This has gone like super slow, so I did get some other work done around the house and stuff. But this clay is the, what is it? Is it magic? Something magic. And that takes 3 days to actually cure out. So you don't want to mess with that at all, because you touch it and it reacts if it's not dry. So I had to wait that out. And I knew that working with that type of clay would not be a lot of fun for the hands. So anyway, that's what I've been working on when I have a little extra time. And if you've got a chance, you don't have to do this. A lot of people are busy, but if you get a chance, if you could let me know what you're working on these days. I know a lot of people are still working on their Valentine goodies and coming up with some cute stuff. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today and just seeing what I've been up to. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.